Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. I have in this video I will start the chapter of probability, where mostly the videos will be problem solving. As and when I will solve problem, I will try to explain the associated concepts and formulas. So this is part 1 video on probability, where I will solve question number 2 and 3 from exercise 25.1, which are these problems are basic problems based on empirical probability. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 9, following the textbook of author R.D. Sharma. If you find this video beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and if you want to further support me, then please please subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's start part 1 video, where I will solve 2 questions from the chapter of probability from exercise 25.1 from the textbook of author R.D. Sharma. Okay, so question number 2 says that 2 coins are tossed I have written the question in a compact form. This is not the exact text from the question. Anyway, 2 coins are tossed simultaneously 500 times with the following frequencies. 2 heads show up 95 times, 1 tail show up 290 times, and 0 head show up 115 times. So so we have to find the probability of the probability of these 3 events. The probability of these 3 events, that is 2 heads showing up, 1 tail showing up, or 0 head showing up. Meaning that if again the question is asking, if again I toss two coin simultaneously, then what is the probability that there will be 2 heads, and and what is the probability there will be 1 head, and what is the probability there will be 0 head. So let's consider, I am considering the events that when I am tossing 2 coin at the same time, 2 heads is showing up, let that event be A, and 1 tail is showing up, let that event be B, and 0 head is showing up, let that event be C. Okay, now since this problem is purely based on empirical formula, empirical probability, that is, if the little concept, if there are n trials of an experiment is performed, and event A occurs, A means an event occurs m times, then the empirical formula that probability of A, that is PA, we define it as the number of times the event A occurred, which is m, small m, and divided by the whole total number of trials. Now, so what will be, so in this problem small n is 500, because 2 coins were tossed 500 times, and each time 2 coin was tossed, that was a trial. Okay, now for A we see what is m, how many times the event A occurred. It is given that 95 times. For A, m is 95. So this implies, based on the empirical probability, I can say probability of A will be m by n, which is 95 by 500, which is 19 by 100, which is 0.19. Always remember, whenever you whenever you are finding probability of any event, always remember, for any event in an experiment, the probability of an event is always greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 1. When it is 0, if for any event in an experiment, if the probability of A is 0, this implies that A is an impossible event. This event can never happen in that particular experiment. And also probability, if it turns out to be the fact that probability of an event A is 1, this implies that A is a certain event. That is, every time in every trial of the experiment, the event A will always occur. Okay. So now let's see for the event B, M, that is the number of times the event B occurred. By event B I mean one tail, is given to be 290. So this implies probability of occurring the event B, that is, if I toss two coins at the same time, only one tail will show up. This will be again M by N based on empirical probability formula. M is 290 and N we know is the total number of trials, that is 500. This will be 5.8. This will be not 5.8 but 0.58. Now if I do any kind of calculation mistake, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will highly appreciate that. Okay, for the event C, the number of times the event C occurred is given to be 115. So we can say that probability of the event C, that is, if I again toss two coins at the same time and zero head will show up, that is the event C, will be equal to M by N. M is 115 and N is 500. And this is 5 cancels 115 with 23. So this is 0.23. So these are the probabilities of the three events ABC. Now, okay. Now one thing, one interesting thing you must know, that if 17, if you add up this probability, probability A plus probability B plus probability C, it is coming out to be 81. Yes, it is coming out to be 1. If in this problem, for the three events, if you add their probabilities, if it is coming out to be 1, then it means that if you perform in a single trial of the experiment, any of this event is bound to occur. I mean, these are the three possible outcomes of the experiment. Always remember that if in a trial of a random experiment, the probability of all the possible outcomes are always, the sum of the probabilities of all the possible outcomes is always equal to 1. In this problem, if you are tossing two coins, then the events A, B and C are the possible all possible outcomes, because if you toss two coins, all that can happen, what are the possible outcomes? It can be two head, it can be two tail, or it can be one head, one tail. These are the three outcomes. So two heads means head, two heads. One tail means one tail, one head, and zero head means indirectly two tails. Okay, let's see the next problem. This is also based on coins. Three coins are tossed simultaneously 100 times with the following outcomes. Okay, so zero head, one head. Now zero head, you can call, okay, zero head, one head, two head, three heads. Let's name this event as A means event A means when I am tossing 3 coins at the same time, I am getting 0 head. That means 0 head also means 3 tails. Okay, 1 head also means 1 head, 2 tails. Let this event be B, let this event be C, and let this event be D. So D, event D means all heads, 3 heads, that is 0 or 0 tails. Event C means 2 heads, 1 tail, and event B means 1 head, 2 tails, and event A means 0 head or all tails. Now the problem is asking, if 3 coins are tossed again same time, then find the probability of 2 heads coming up. I have named that event to be P. 2 heads coming up, that is, we have to find the probability of the event P, which is 2 heads coming up, probability of the event Q, which is 3 heads coming up, and like this we have R S T. Okay, let's see. Now let's understand the event P. 2 heads coming up. 2 heads coming up means it is the same as event C. 2 heads coming up means, so probability P will be equal to probability of C based on this is the given information of the experiment. 3 coins are tossed at the same time, which is performed 100 times in 100 trials. 100 trials. So this is 100 trials. This data gives this is data for 100 trials of an experiment. And what is that experiment? Experiment is 3 coins are tossed at the same time. Okay, so we can clearly see probability of P will be equal to probability of C. And what is probability of C? Using empirical probability formula, M by N. How many times probability C, event C occurred? It is given 36. And what was the total number of trials? 100. So this is 0.36. Let's see what will be the probability of the event Q, which is 3 heads coming up. Now 3 heads coming up is obviously will be equal to probability of D, which is M by N. M is given to be 12. So 12 by 100, which is equal to 0.12. Sorry. Let's see probability of R. What is R? Event at least 1 head coming up. Now at least 1 head coming up means 1 head can come up, 2 heads can come up, and 3 heads can come up. Now what is the event? Only, and so the probability of R will be the sum of the probability of 1 head coming up and the probability of 2 head coming up and the probability of 3 heads coming up. So this will be equal to probability of 1 head coming up, which will be probability of B, plus probability of 2 head coming up, which will be probability of C, plus probability of 3 heads coming up, which will be probability of D. Probability of B is 1 head coming up has occurred 38 times. So this is 38 divided by 100, and probability of C is we already know is equal to 0.36, and probability of D we also know is 0.12. So this is equal to 0.38 plus 0.36 plus 0.12. Always remember, probability of any event will always be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. It can never exceed 1. Okay, so this is 0.5, this is 0.86. 0.86. Let's see what will be probability of event S, that is getting more heads than tails. Getting more heads than tails. Number of heads will be greater than tails. So it could be okay. more heads than tails. Okay, so it will be getting more heads than tails. So obviously it can be 0 tails and 3 heads. It can be 0 heads, 0 heads. Okay, let's say probability 0 head and 3 tail. The event that when I'm tossing 3 coin, 0 head show up and 3 tails show up, is I'm denoting with this this notation. This is just for sake of discussion. Plus probability of more heads than tails. Oh, sorry. So let's say this will be other way around. 0 tail and 3 head. Let's say 1 tail, 1 tail. Obviously the remaining 2 has to be head. Let's say probability we cannot have 2 tails because there are only 3 coins. If we want to have more heads than tails, then the number of tails can only be 0 tails or 1 tail. So we have this. Now what is so 0 tail 3 head is equal to probability of 3 heads, which is the event D, plus 1 tail 2 heads will be the event 1 tail 2 heads will be the event B, because 1 head means the other 2 are obviously tails. Sorry, 1 tail 2 heads. Okay, 2 heads. So it will be the event C. 2 heads means 1 tail and 2 heads. So probability of C. Probability of D we know is 0.12 and probability of C we know is 0.36. This is equal to 0.48. Okay, let's see the the last event T. Probability of T, what is event T? Getting more tails than heads. Okay, so I can have the event 0 head. Obviously there will be 3 tails. So the probability of the event 0 head 3 tails plus probability of 1 head and 2 tails. Only these 2 events can happen if we want to have more tails than heads. Okay, now what is 0 head and 3 tails event? It is 0 head and 3 tails. So it is event A, probability of A, plus what is 1 head and 2 tail? 1 head and 2 tail, it is event B. So probability of event A using empirical formula will be 14 by 100. So this is 14 by 100, and probability of B we already know is 0.38. So sorry, so this is 0.14 plus 0.38. This is 0.52. I hope I was able to solve this problem with adequate amount of explanation. Still, if you find that if you have any question or my solution was not clear enough, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will highly appreciate that, and I will try my best to address your query with the best of my ability. So for the chapter of probability, I will mostly make videos in solving 2 or 3 questions from the exercise of the textbook of author R.D. Sharma, and also from the textbook of MCQs in mathematics of author R.D. Sharma. So please stay tuned for future videos to come soon from the chapter of probability. I will solve the problems sequentially, chapter wise, so that we can tackle the problems easier in a progressive way from easy to harder problems. If this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I am ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.